I've had a lot of fun building my custom desk, adding the lighting, audio panel, and a touchscreen, but I've purchased the next upgrade to take it to new heights. Today we're adding standing desk legs to my custom desk build. And the crazy thing is, if I added these to a solid wood top like this, it would be $900 cheaper than a similar package online. And they don't just look the same, they're offering the same features and functions of the more expensive options online, including USB charging built in. I've honestly found if I move my laptop over to this workbench at standing height, I can like stretch my legs, keep some wiggling movement going. It keeps the like momentum. Plus, the older I get, the more it helps my back. So I kind of get the whole standing desk thing. The product listing said I should be able to build this in 10 minutes. Let's see. Oh, all right, this base. Where's the 10 minutes, 20 seconds. Honestly, that wasn't many bolts at all. Now, this little chunk of plastic was missing from the motor when I unboxed it. However, when you put the desktop plate on top, it covers it, so you don't see it. Oh, and it also comes with these little rubber cushions to go between the desktop and the legs. Then the next step would be to attach the frame and control box to the underside of the desktop with some screws, but that's not gonna work with my custom desk. I actually planned this upgrade since the very beginning. See, on the side here, there's a beam that runs right through the desk, and this is offset from these Alex drawers from IKEA. Yeah, I planned this. I did the 3D models to allow these standing desk legs to attach and have clearance for the drawers and for my legs. Oh, it's all coming together. And so if you remember from the first part of the desk build, when I built the frame, I used V-slot aluminum extrusion. And this allows me to slide T-nuts anywhere along the length of the metal and then screw into it with bolts. And so we'll have to pull the desk apart a bit to get these in, but it will allow me to bolt the legs directly into the desktop. What's cool about these legs is that they're dual motor, so it can lift heavy weights like 120 kilograms, which is ridiculous, but it also means that there's no drivetrain running through the center like a single motor would have, so you can make the width way wider. Oh, okay, there is a limit. How much metal's in that? It can go 175 centimeters wide, smallest 101.5 centimeters. So not only is the dual motor the extra strength and then hopefully therefore quieter because each motor is working a little bit less, you can get that extra width. 60 mil from the back here. Drill through the core flute. Now I'm going to temporarily mount this to the front like you would on a typical standing desk so I can start using it today. But I do plan in the future to pull it apart and house new buttons and switches to be able to control it here through the desk panel. Sharing each stage of this process with you has been such a joy, so thank you for watching. And it's also thanks to sponsors that I can pay my bills whilst embarking on custom projects like this. So if you need something 3D printed, CNC'd, or a custom PCB, then head to PCBWay.com. We can simply upload a file, select the material, color, and quality, and get an instant quote for it to be manufactured and shipped to you. Big thank you to PCBWay for sponsoring today's video. I was lifting the desk up. I don't have any bolts that are longer than that. That's pretty freaking long. Oh, I just realized I've got these twist in place ones, right? Drop-ins. Their thread drops down like 1/2 mil. Yes! Come on, let's go. Now this is interesting. Do not operate the desk frame unless the handset / control box have been fixed horizontally under the desktop. And so I'm gonna guess that either that or this has a gyroscope inside, so when the desk goes up and down, if either motor goes faster than the other, it's able to keep itself level. I don't know where I'm gonna fit this. This would be so easy if you just had like a wooden desk to screw this in anywhere. So there's a plug for each motor as well as the controls, and I'm just gonna put this box on the front of the desk so I can start positioning the legs. Google, turn on studio. All right, so power to the desk. Oh, it's blinking. Yeah, it's moving, we're in business. Because I can't flip my desk over, I've got to jack it up. It's like a car hoist, but I'm drilling the car into the hoist. How can I lose my, oh, my phone was on my alley key. I don't get it. How can that one be a U? I guess not. How did this fall off? I literally spent over an hour trying to adjust the legs to align with the holes that I drilled through the white core flute and to drop in T-nuts that I'd pre-positioned. Eventually I cut rectangles in the core flute so I could pre-mount the drop-in T-nuts to then raise the bolts into alignment. I don't think anything's gonna hit. What's that sound? Oh, it's hitting the plant. Oh my days! Dude, this is so high. I don't think I've ever walked up to a bench that's this high. Man, zip ties are so good. I'm just doing basic cable management whilst I'm still adding stuff to the desk. And so now we'll address some issues with the standing desk legs. All right, now one of the problems that can actually be solved by its features is that if it's going down, it's going to hit the drawers and then detect there was a collision, beep, and go back up. So the instructions say I can set an upper and lower limit. So if I bring it down, I can then press up and down at the same time for 5 seconds. If I go down and try and ram it into the drawers, it just soft hovers and leaves that gap. And the same can be done with an upper limit, so you can go like really high, way too high, right? Let's say at that height, I would damage cables if I went any higher. I can once again hold the buttons, and that's now a new maximum height. Won't go any higher. Excellent. Holding the M button goes into various parameter settings, so you can change the sensitivity of the collision detection or change the units to metric. We should slow down and stop at the lowest. So I can just go mode 1 seated. That kind of feels correct, I guess. So mode 2. So press number 1, it's going to auto drop down to the first setting. Surprisingly, not all sit-stand desks have memory. You have to like manually hold up and down arrows every time. Now I have noticed I can wobble the desk at full height more than I expected, especially for a 3-stage leg system. The cheaper options only have 2 stages, presumably causing more movement. But then I realized it was actually the carpet being squished, has quite a thick pile as well as the underlay. I've extended the adjustable foot pads to hopefully compact a section of carpet with time. You can also completely unscrew them and buy aftermarket wheels. It says that it should have a standing reminder. They may have sent me the wrong model. The listing definitely said, remind to stand up according to set time. My controller looks identical to that one. Honestly, it doesn't really matter because my smartwatch does it for me because it's actually tracking my movement. But it's a feature that it says it has. No one in the reviews are complaining about it, probably because no one really uses it. There's a review here that said they had a crack on the plastic housing of the motor. They got a replacement. Remember how mine had that like little piece cracked off? So it's a powder coated steel frame and it's got a 2-year warranty on the motor, which is nice. Look at this, anti-collision system as the gyro sensor and electric current. So if it hits something, it's going to stop and retract. Someone did the Bunnings benchtop build. If you don't know the Bunnings benchtop hack, go to your local hardware store, buy a solid wood kitchen benchtop. They can cut it to size, and then you add it to legs like this for almost $900 cheaper than a pre-packaged, slightly deeper desktop combo. So I actually bought this on like a Boxing Day sale for 320 Australian dollars, now 370. I definitely recommend using the 3 camels. You can paste your Amazon link. Oh, you can actually see that when I bought it, it's the lowest price it's ever been. I reckon this has just come out fantastic. I'll shoot them an email about the standing reminder and I'll let you know in the comments what happens. Otherwise, if you like this video, thumbs it. If you loved it, sub it, and I'll see you in the next video, which is another thing for the desk. That's right, we're doing back to back, baby. Catch ya.
That's not normally there.